Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Jeremy and Andrew Show. And now, here are your hosts, Jeremy and Andrew.
Hey, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Jeremy and Andrew Show. Pretty excited to be with you guys this week. Pretty excited by how many people checked out the show already. Pretty surprised, and we appreciate you guys checking it out. We're just going to get better and better and better. So, keep watching and please comment. Let us know what you like, what you don't like. And definitely, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell because we want to do this every week. We want to have about a 30 to 40 minute show for you guys. So, without further ado, I'm Andrew G. And
I'm Jeremy H. We forgot to do that last week.
So now you know who's who. To get some business out of the way, I do want to start off by thanking the Crumb Show.
Oh, the Crumb Show dudes. They're good. They're good dudes, even though they're a little crummy.
Yeah, a little bit. So, but that's the purpose of their show. So it's a cool theme. Chris and Jesse, they had me on their Comics to Comics segment. So that came out last week. If you guys haven't had a chance to check it out, definitely pop over to the Crumb Show podcast and see what they're doing over there. I'll put a link in the description here, or I'll try to even have it pop up on the screen or something. I'm doing all the production and shit right now and editing, so if there's anybody out there that knows better than me, help me out. Come on board. I'm not paying you, but you're more than welcome to be part of the show.
I'm just a comedic talent.
Exactly. We have him here, and really to appeal to the crowd with autism, I think, right?
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Speaking of, I think we should probably mention the open mic. So we did the open mic at Soul Joel's in Pottstown.
Yeah, on Tuesday.
Yep. So that's every Tuesday night, 7 o'clock. Totally a free show. Why don't you let them know what you have going on for Halloween, which when this comes out will be tomorrow night. So yeah, keep that in mind.
Just a fun little costume contest during the open mic. Joel said there's going to be some sort of prizes, probably like a little bit of swag or a gift certificate to a show. Come on out with your best costume.
You're hosting, right?
Yeah, I'm hosting. Halloween, open mic season, the numbers get a little low. This is just trying to keep the numbers up, keep the momentum going, because we've had a pretty good run this year, even during baseball.
Yeah, I mean, we had 28 comics just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
This past week we had about 20. So a little bit less than normal, but I mean, we're doing consistently 20 to 30 comedians every single week. So
which is not normal for every open mic. You cannot, just bank on 30 comics every week. So it's pretty special, what me and the Crumb Show guys have started to build.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Jesse and Chris from the Crumb Show, they're hosts as well at the open mic, so you can come out and see what they're doing there. Both are hilarious stand-up comics.
Yeah.
And then Dylan would be the other host. So there's 4 hosts.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll get interchanging hosts, and then Joel's just awesome, man. I mean, he's doing so much. For us to have comedy in Pottstown, I've seen David Tell now. Just saw Mark Norman. Some of the maybe lesser known comics, but amazing comics nonetheless would be Greg Fitzsimmons, Giannis Pappas. Giannis Pappas is blowing up right now.
Yeah, and just really good local comics, the best from Philadelphia.
Yeah, you're not going to beat the price. So, don't even try to if you go to any other shows.
There's no drink minimum, any bullshit you get with city clubs.
Yep. Yeah, so definitely please come and check out the open mic. It's always fun. It's a good time.
Oh yeah, it is absolutely fun.
And you can do your own 5 minutes, even if you don't have a full 5-minute set, if you've been writing jokes, you think you're funny, people tell you you're funny, try to write something down, come up on stage. You don't even, tell us a little bit about your life. We have somebody that comes up pretty much every week and just kind of gives us a little soliloquy of what they did over the past week. And
yeah, he just rambles about furniture.
It's become funny though. It's become funny in its own in its own right. So since we have Halloween coming up, as you can see, I got my costume on, which is Joe Rogan. Gives me a chance to have a cigar, drink some Buffalo Trace, all the debauchery, and then I'm podcasting, stand-up comedy. It all kind of plays in, and then you didn't really have. Despite Halloween being tomorrow.
Oh, I have a special costume.
Okay.
It's a free costume.
That's perfectly all right.
Oh. Do I want to give away the spoiler?
No, you don't have to. Well, you can. I mean, this will be out. This will be out before the open mic. So or you can keep it a surprise. Come out and see Jeremy at the open mic and see what his costume's going to be. Or you can tell him whatever you want to do, man.
The only clue is I'm wearing it right now and it's under my shirt.
The old birthday suit.
I might as well. It's the machine.
Ah, nice.
Bert Kreischer.
You're going to tear it off.
Yeah.
Now, you have to have a beer, though. You're going to have to chug a beer for that. You can get some O'Doul's or something. Well, Bert's he's not drinking right now. What I've seen, he hasn't been drinking. He's been just smoking weed lately.
Yeah. Or I could put like a Coke Zero in a beer mug, a beer stein.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. Yeah. You can act just like him. Did you see The Machine? The movie?
No.
Okay. It was pretty good. I mean, it was interesting. Kind of went in a different direction than I was expecting it to go in. There were some really funny scenes in there. Mm-hmm. I mean, when he shoots the one guy in the head, that's fucking hilarious. There's a scene, but those of you who have seen it know what I'm talking about. Those who don't, I'm spoiling something for you, but you should have seen it by now, right? You're like, I don't give a shit.
For a comedian, I don't seek out much comedy. I don't want to be influenced by anybody else's, premises or bits.
Yeah.
So I try really hard not to be a joke thief.
You're a pretty unique dude, though, when you're on stage.
Yeah.
I don't think you'd have a tough time stealing something. Well, it's funny because I did a joke this past week, and I've done it a couple times. And Chris from the Crumb Show podcast, again, shout out to those guys. He came up, he's like, yo, that's a Betty White joke. And if you know Chris, that kind of does sound like a little bit.
Yeah.
He's like, I was like, dude, I had no idea. He's like, she does it a little bit, but I was like, I feel like I can't do it anymore, though. I mean, I don't know. It's just one of those things. I don't know. We'll see what happens with it.
It's not like I'm above, borrowing here or there, but I'd have to tell you. It's like words. Yeah. It's not even full jokes, and even then I feel like a little bit guilty. I feel like I'm stealing a little bit.
Right. But you know what? Nothing is 100% fully original at this point. Unless, like you do hit the current event jokes, you talk about something that's happening. And even then, a lot of times everything's going to stem. It's like a root word, right? Like everything is coming from something. So it's so hard to be original. Even The Lion King, that was Hamlet. Just done with cartoons,
Very roughly based on Hamlet,
Well, yeah, but I mean, it was pretty similar. There's a lot. The main running storyline is definitely in there. So I did see. I hate to talk about this because at this point everybody's already had their morning. We're moving on. We're go Birds all the way at this point. The Phillies they didn't make the World Series. Totally sucks. It's like anytime Philly is hyped and we're like, it's the same thing with the Super Bowl. It's like everybody just felt like we were going to win it and it just didn't fucking happen. And that happened with the Phillies. But the amount of videos that I saw of people smashing their TVs like immediately after that fly ball catch. Did you see any of this stuff?
I watched Game 7 up to like the 8th inning. Then I had to.
Yeah. Well, you didn't miss anything.
Like I've been through this before.
I know.
Like any millennial or Gen Xer.
Yeah.
We've been through this before. Like we know the writing is on the wall. when it comes to Philadelphia sports. Like,
Yeah.
you don't necessarily want to come into a Philadelphia sports season with hope.
No. Yeah, that's true. I mean, we are usually the underdogs, right?
Yeah,
like that's
we're
usually when
always
we
the
come,
underdogs.
That's when we come through in the clutch, is when we're underdogs, and
Yeah.
when we're like, when I have no anxiety about the game, and I feel like we got it in the bag. That's like pretty much when I know we're fucked.
Yeah.
Like that's when I know we're done. It's like anything else. Like you always. I mean, Vegas, dude. Like they have it on lock. Any especially in the NFL. Like anytime I think something's gonna happen, the opposite always happens. It's so frustrating. But yeah, I saw a couple people smash their TVs.
Well, I guess that's a little bit better than smashing their wives.
Well, it depends on what smashing we're talking about. But
I'm talking about a left hook to the face. You did this. You took the fucking jersey off. You jinxed them, didn't you, Gladys?
as an Italian guy, I'm an Irish Italian.
Okay.
I do find it kind of funny that there's a whole shirt that's still called the wife beater.
Yeah.
Till this day, it's totally, I feel like we got to change it. That's like almost calling a team the Redskins at this point. But it's like, to actually have that, and it's like known as a wife beater, people say it, no problem. But yeah, I mean, it's, you know who's wearing that is mostly like Sicilian men and Italian men. Like it's really, it's kind of weird, don't you think? I don't understand how that's. It's funny. I think it's funny, but
it's incredibly funny. But you would think the PC police, the woke, that's offensive to.
See, no, but that's where you're wrong. Is because that's where the Italian. You can say anything about Italians, Dago, Wop, Guinea. Like we don't give a fuck. That's the thing. Like we really don't care. Because I guess it's like so far removed from our. I don't know. It's a weird thing because it's like everybody's got the Italian accent, and pizzeria, and I
And plus, you probably have like your uncle or your cousin who takes care of problems. If somebody got too fresh, all it would take is one call and a Cadillac would pull up.
Yeah, that's true. For a race that's well known to be connected, you think people would back off a little bit.
Yeah.
But we can take a joke. We can take a joke for the most part.
I am a failed social experiment here. My mom's side of the family's from the South, from Mississippi. Mm-hmm. My dad's side of the family is on Hamas's hit list.
Weird.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
He's like from Israel?
No, but
where's he from originally?
Havertown.
Me too. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Shelburne Road. Right around the corner from Sacred Heart. Do you knew that area?
I really didn't go that far from like my mom's house.
Oh, okay.
My mom's house. My grandfather bought that house in like 1959 for like $13,000.
Yeah.
And she lived there like well into the 2000s. Yeah.
And now nobody can afford a house at all. Think of that, man. Like that you can't even get a car for that anymore.
She sold it for like $300,000.
Yeah.
She lived right on the corner of Tyson and I want to say like Lawrence Road.
Okay. Well, I don't know how much information we should give away about street names and stuff either, but I mean, you're so famous, somebody will probably come and try to find you.
Yeah. Well, she doesn't live there anymore. She lives in heaven now.
There you go.
God.
Good luck finding her, you heathens.
Yeah.
So we should get back into Halloween a little bit because we're already about halfway through what we want to do here today. So I think growing up, did you go trick or treating much?
Oh, yeah.
Like, okay, so what was your like trick or treating routine when you were younger?
I lived in a pretty residential neighborhood, so I could just walk.
Did you bring the The pillowcase?
Yeah, the pillowcase.
Oh, yeah, you had to go pillowcase. That is the best.
I'm not some heathen that brought their book bag and like had it on backwards with a mask on, and that was my costume.
Dude, I've seen kids that don't even wear the mask at all anymore. Like, usually they come a little bit later on in the night. And for all you teenagers that think that you're really cool and you're going to go trick-or-treating later on at night, I got to tell you, I got 2 young kids. We take them out early. We come back. We give out candy. And then it's like bedtime. Like, by the time you guys roll around, you're not
Lights
getting
are
anything. You're not, lights are off. You're not getting shit. So change your game plan. Get better. Do better.
And if you have a 5 o'clock shadow and you're still going out trick-or-treating, just stop.
There's a great video of a guy. This is an old video. I'm sure a lot of people have seen it at this point. But he has like a dummy that he dresses up in like a Spider-Man outfit. It's like a little kid. And, it's just holding out a bag. But he goes to the doors and, the kid doesn't talk. It's a dummy. But, he'll be like, oh, he's deaf. And then they put the candy in the bag and he picks him up and walks off. Picks him up with like one hand and just like throws him over. And people are just like, what the hell? Have you seen that video?
No, I've never seen it.
Oh, my God, dude. It's gold. I spend way too much time looking at stuff on the internet, shorts and reels and all that shit. It's addicting. It's like
I saw a costume as a kid who dressed up as Twitter.
Nice.
Like a Twitter screen, and he was like doing like a short, and I think it was apologizing for like a slur.
I've seen those where it's like a big YouTube frame and it'll say like apology video or something, and they'll be like pulling out tissues. That's pretty clever, actually. That is fun.
Yeah, that is clever.
We went to a trunk or treat and I saw a video of a guy that did like the Invisible Man with like the hook and the hat and the glasses, and it was really cool. The head's not there because he's in the body part. And then when we were at the trunk or treat, there was a kid that had it, and dude, my 3-year-old was like blown away. He was like, "What the hell's going on?" He's like, "Where's this guy's head at?" So yeah, that was fun. The trunk or treats they're a good time, man. I mean, like once you hit fall, there's like so much to do with your kids. I mean, obviously, the summer is nice to go to the beach and do whatever, but I mean, just local stuff. Like every town you go to has shit going on, which is awesome. Now, what's your favorite Halloween candy? There's always like, all right, let's trade. Then there was the stuff nobody wanted, right? And then there was like, okay, this is what I want. Maybe I'll save a couple for so and so.
I'm a basic bitch when it comes to Halloween candy, so I'm going to say the Reese's.
Yeah, Reese's, I knew it. Yeah, the Reese's Cups, they're so good, but that's what my parents used to give out. Like, we used to have a fucking bowl of them. So they were, like, last on my list. They weren't special at all. Now, I will say, my favorite candy bar, which nobody gives out, you can't even get them in, like, a fun size, is the whatchamacallit. But nowadays, it would be the Take 5.
Yeah.
If you're giving out Take 5s out there, you're a hero. Those are fucking amazing.
Yeah, whatchamacallits are so rare, I don't even know what they are.
Really?
Yeah.
You've never heard of a whatchamacallit? Well, you've heard people say a whatchamacallit.
Yeah.
But no, it's a candy bar. It's an amazing candy bar. It's got like, kind of caramel and crunch and, milk chocolate on the outside. Oh, they are banging. But the wrapper even looks old.
Yeah.
Like when you look at the wrapper, it looks like old school, like Andy Warhol, pixely. Like the wrapper hasn't been updated in probably 35 years. Like since the bar came out, I would imagine.
Yeah.
But if you should find yourself a whatchamacallit. They're really good. Are you a candy person? Do you really eat candy?
Every once in a while, I like something sugary and sweet.
You got to stay away. The blood sugar is an issue. You got to stay away from it.
It seems like every time I have a hankering for something sweet, something sugary, chocolate, whatever, it's about 2 a.m.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I don't wake up and feel like I need to eat anything.
And I can go. Then I could go months without.
It's the one time where I'm not eating is when I'm sleeping. I should probably get more sleep. And then, do you have a movie that was a go-to? Like a Halloween movie?
Halloween movie? Not really.
Nah?
No.
See, I like It. I do like It. I actually like the Amityville Horror with Ryan Reynolds. I thought that was actually pretty decent. I saw that when it first came out when I was younger. I thought that was actually pretty good. There's a couple good jump scares in there.
For somebody with the nickname The Prince of Darkness,
You're not a horror guy.
Scary movies.
Oh, you don't like scary movies at all? Wow.
No, I'm a big pussy.
For all the things that I feel like you probably wouldn't be able to wear and get away with, that hat is actually perfect for you.
Yeah.
For some reason, like I couldn't wear that shit. You like that hat works very well for you. I don't know why.
Yeah. One of my friends last year invited me to like a last minute like holiday party.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I wanted something very cheap. But I was going for the Walter White look. Not exactly, but.
That's pretty close.
Pretty close.
Yeah. Did you have like a blue rock candy with you or something?
No.
Oh, see, you got to go to the next level. I would have been in there with blue rock candy, like pretending to snort it and stuff. Would have been great.
Usually my Halloween costume is a grown-ass adult who's got better things to do than to dress up.
Yeah, that's probably good. Do you give out candy now? Or you're in a spot where you don't really... people don't really come around?
I'll give out candy.
Okay.
But for some reason, not many people come around.
We get swamped. We're in townhomes, so kids can walk across the grass and hit 6 houses real fast. But I mean, a couple hundred pieces of candy gone within a couple hours, easy. It's crazy.
And I feel like parents aren't sending their kids out as much because there's still a little bit of a paranoia about getting COVID or something.
Yeah, kids, if you have those parents out there, I feel very bad for you.
Yeah.
You're probably still wearing a mask out, but you don't get to wear a mask out for Halloween. But all the other days of the year, you got to wear a mask outside. Go figure.
Yeah.
So if you don't have a favorite movie, horror movie, do you have a favorite serial killer?
Oh, absolutely.
How did I know you might have one of those?
Not like being an open mic comedian, you're about 700 times more likely to know your shit when it comes to serial killers.
Uh-huh.
And mine isn't, like Gacy or Ted Bundy. You ever hear of Donald Pee Wee Gaskin?
I've heard of Miles Gaskin. He should be coming back soon for the Dolphins, but I think for the Dolphins.
Pee Wee was a bad boy, he was already doing life for like 5 or 6 murders.
That's pretty good.
He jerry-rigged some C4 to what the fuck, like a very primitive the
bombs don't really count, I feel like. I don't know.
Like the thing you put your cup, the cup, the string in the cup.
Yeah.
He strung it to somebody else's stall. And yeah.
The bathroom stall?
No, death row stall.
Oh. Okay.
And when the dude went to try and talk, blew him to smithereens.
Oh. This guy sounds
in prison.
This guy sounds like a fucking genius.
So he was already doing life, but because of that, he was,
hired to work for the Pentagon.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. That's some James Bond shit. That's a MacGyver shit right there. To rig that up in the prison.
Yeah, you got the chair for that.
I don't understand though. He was rigging it up to kill somebody else that was on death row already.
Yeah, but
so the guy was gonna die. Really, this guy's just fucking impatient.
He's not impatient. The family of the person's victims were impatient.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
I gotcha. Wow, I gotta go Bundy, man. I think Ted Bundy. That's the OG right there.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, going in the sorority house at when everybody's asleep. Sounds like fun shenanigans, if you ask me. Usually it's a panty raid, but he took it one step further. I mean, he was biting ass. That's a whole nother level. But I'm gonna go Bundy on this one. Hey, for all of you out there, Check out andrewgcomedy3@gmail.com. If you email us there, let us know in the comments. First of all, you can just let us know your favorite serial killer. And then you can also email us any questions that you might have. I'm going to put that in the description. andrewgcomedy3@gmail.com. Send us questions. Like we want to make this show really good.
Yeah, or at least not bad.
At least not bad. That's for sure. We want to get better and better. I want to do some clips and stuff. So, answer questions. Who knows? Maybe we'll be taking phone calls at some point. I don't know. We want to make this show whatever you want it to be. Like we want to make it as good as you guys interact with us. Let us know what you're looking for. That way we know what you like and what you don't like, what you want to see more of.
Yeah, but Bundy, that I think like one of the times he got captured in jail, he like lost a ton of weight, and he crawled out of the prison.
Danilo style.
Yeah. Then he.
You guys remember Danilo, right?
Oh yeah, never forget.
Yeah.
Then he like took a bus or hitchhiked to Florida, and that's when he did his shenanigans. I want to say like Florida State, or
so he was a bigger guy, and then he managed to lose weight, sneak out of jail, and then he committed that the sorority murders. Oh wow, I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
I thought he was out the whole time because I know he was like his my bad. His whole style was like oh my car broke down, I need some help. Like if I did that, ladies, you'd be running already. I wouldn't there wouldn't even have to be a weapon in sight or anything. They're not even
mention me. Like some things are better left unsaid because they're obvious.
No, they would help you with your vehicle. That's the most. Listen, if you were that dumb of a bitch, like you kind of deserved what you had coming to you. But there's that one girl he let go.
Yeah.
I don't know. You got to have some survivor remorse, I would imagine, after something like that. But
or you'd be fucking glad that your skull wasn't bashed in with a brick.
Or maybe your pussy just fucking reeked that day.
Oh.
You know what I mean? That's probably what happened. He was probably going to go down and bite the ass, and then he got like a whiff. She was like probably 4 days raw.
He was probably thinking, "Ooh, this already smells like a shallow grave."
Yeah, you already smell like a rotting corpse.
Uh-huh.
I probably should just go in the opposite direction. She's like, God, I'm glad I didn't shower that day. Listen, folks, we get pretty dark here. So hopefully you like that. And if not, then, I'm sorry. Go watch another show, I guess.
And I think like one of the times Bundy got caught because he can't drive.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was a bad driver.
Huh. That must have been why he needed help with his car all the time.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. Did he have a license? We're getting really deep. What about Manson? Like, Manson was he was let out of jail a bunch of times, too. I mean, this is all going back to MK Ultra shit.
Yeah. Like, Manson, how persuasive do you have to be to have other people kill for you?
Pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
He could have been like a wicked good salesman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Be like, buy the car. Buy the one with the stereo.
Yeah.
And then, oh yeah, it's great. But instead he's like, go kill some people. Okay.
Like, he could have sold, like people a car even after he had the swastika.
Oh, for sure. I mean,
his forehead.
Yeah, that's true. Imagine that. You go on the car lot, and that guy pops out. Can I help you? You're like,
can I talk you into the extended warranty?
You were looking at the Volkswagen, right? Anything else is 9.
Yeah. We haven't brought up Gacy yet.
Yeah, John Wayne. Yeah, the more I hear about him, because I watched like a whole documentary about him. his dad really fucked him up.
Yeah.
That was a lot of it. Like, his dad wanted him to be like a real tough guy. That's why he called him John Wayne.
Yeah.
Because after, John Wayne.
And he just wasn't.
No.
Like he peed his pants like well into like high school.
Mm-hmm.
And he had like
Mark Norman comedy.
And he had like for lack of a better term, like bitch tits.
Yeah. I mean, I got him. I'm not out there killing anybody, but haven't been caught yet, at least. So I think we're gonna probably get this wrapped up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. Hopefully you guys like this format. We moved a little bit quicker this time around. Do you got anything you want to close with?
Yeah, follow me on Facebook at Jeremy Hupsher.
There you go.
HEBSHER, same with Instagram.
There you go. And check out my YouTube and Instagram page as well. That's andrewg.comedy. Check out the open mic on Tuesday night. Everybody be safe out there. Have a happy Halloween, and we will see you guys next week. Love you. Bye.
Hey, thanks for watching The Jeremy and Andrew Show. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. New show every Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern.